Good.
Nervous as shit.
Why is that?
I'm going to Knoxville tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you might be nervous as shit too. Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, supposed to stream it. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to sit down, do my job, do it well.
What's your job the weekend?
We're streaming it, me and the boys, because you know how basically, I mean, you probably know this, but just to recap, CrossFit is basically running all of these regionals like they do the affiliates. They're like, okay, here you can qualify 2 people, 2 boys and 2 girls. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then they're on their own. They got to do the programming, find the venue, and do the media. So Wilson, just being the stud that he is trying to strap this thing together, right? Get a good venue, get the right athletes. And then he's like, hey, Sevon and gang, you guys want to come over and stream it? But there's like no budget or anything. So there's like just 12 of us who are like, okay.
Nah, you guys are going to do great. You guys are going to do great. Yeah. I don't doubt y'all's capability. So
I'm more concerned that like Taylor's going to be running out there with the mic to interview you, but there's 1 round left. You know what I mean? And you're like, dude, you're in my lane.
Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll be done.
Hey, are you 33?
I'm 35. I just turned 35.
Oh, happy birthday.
Hey, thanks.
And it's your 10-year anniversary.
With the gym?
Well, for winning didn't you win the CrossFit Games in 2015?
Oh, 2015. Yeah. Yeah, it is 10 years.
10 years.
Yep. That's a long time.
And then Matt won for 5 years, and then Justin for 2, and then Adler, and then Sprague.
Yep.
Wild.
Time flies.
10 years.
Yeah, it's wild that it's been 10 years. Seriously. It goes quick.
When was your first games, Ben?
2009.
At the ranch.
Yep.
Crazy one.
Yeah. Murdered me. That was brutal. Loved it. Still loving it.
Did you make it to the end, to that chipper?
No, I made it through 4 events. I got cut after 4.
And did you stay for the whole event?
Yeah.
And people were getting murdered. Miko, I remember Miko and OPT's brother. He was screaming in agony. What's his name?
I remember that. I remember watching that, the 30-30 workout, where it was like, yeah, Dave had 5 rounds planned and he cut it to 3 because it was just killing people. It was brutal.
When I started CrossFit at 34 years old, so I basically started CrossFit, and I'm 53 now. I basically started at the same time you're at now, but you're 16 years into your 17?
Yeah.
What year was your first year you did CrossFit?
2006. High school.
Shit.
I started when I was in high school. Yeah.
I've been 19 years in.
I feel like I'm on the edge of, how long can you do this? And what happens if you do it for a long time? So
you
an experiment.
Yeah, you're 19 years in. This is crazy. It's crazy that you're still getting better at stuff. I mean, I don't think I'm as good as I don't think there's anything that I'm as good at as I was when I, 2 or 3 years in.
Really?
I think either my training got shitty or my nutrition, or I just got old. I don't know exactly what it is, but like this is nuts to me. This is 305 for 5, and this is just a year ago.
Yeah, that was just a random whatever day it was. I hopped into the class, did some overhead squats. I've been doing is mostly just the class workouts up until the last 2 weeks when they released the events, and I've been practicing the events. So I've been just doing the class workouts and training at the gym, and I'm doing anything I would tell my athletes, or clients or whatever you want to call them in the gym, friends, whatever I would tell them in the gym, that's what I practice, what I preach,
Ben, can you tell me like how this happens? Are you, I'm guessing the workout had 5 overhead squats in it. It was like a 5 by 5 or something.
Up to a heavy 5 for the day.
And do you know at the time that you're going to do 305 or no? You're just cruising and feeling it out.
Yeah, you just going, just warming up, working up, and then you kind of set yourself a goal based off of how you feel for the day, and hopefully the goal is just outside your reach. And 305 was a new heavy set of 5 for me. So just set the bar and try to reach it, you know?
So that's a PR.
You know, I don't know if it's a PR, maybe. I don't know if I've done 5. I've done 5, maybe a 3:15 before. So it's right there. It's right up there.
But crazy.
Yeah.
And when you're doing that, does someone say, are you like, hey guys, film this? Or did you ask someone, hey, can you film this with my
So
phone? Or someone's like, holy shit, what's Ben doing? He's gone over 300.
no, I'll ask somebody to film. It's funny. I'll ask somebody to film, you know, the top set just to get the feeling of a little bit of pressure. I
Yeah.
compete well under
Yeah.
pressure, and I've always done that. I've always like, hey, you know, I'll video my top set just because the pressure's on and the lift feels different. You know what I mean? There's more drive to do the lift, and
With the
so you got to do with the camera on. You got to do whatever you got to do whatever you got to do to get the intensity for the day. Is what I say all the time.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like I've just learned that. Every once in a while, I'll set up my cell phone now to film something, and it's like, holy shit! Even though there's no one there, it's just a camera, and you can delete it. There is this added pressure. It's almost like you can't fail.
Yeah, I mean, it's you don't want to let yourself down, but you also don't want to. There's nobody watching. Like you don't have to post a video or anything. It's just a little bit of added pressure. That's the nervousness that I'm feeling for the weekend. You know, it's like I just want to do what I can do. I know these workouts are gonna be hard. Like I know the competition's gonna be tough, and you know my body's gonna be beat up and all that. But that's what I'm nervous about is not letting myself down.
And what would that look like?
Just not pushing myself when I know I could. You know, like not doing what I know I'm capable of doing, and just like when you walk into the gym at any old workout, you know, you're midway through the workout and it starts sucking, and then you start slowing down or backing off because you just like don't really want to go there that day. That's the feeling that you try to kill, you know?
Are you injury free?
Yeah, I am. I feel really good right now.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that was kind of one of the things about in 2015, right? That was the year you were like, oh, I actually feel good coming into the games this year.
Yeah, I didn't have any injuries that year, which was huge. That was unlike any other year before.
And there was because you always had a niggle, something wrong.
Something, yeah, always. 2014, I rolled my ankle 2 weeks before the event. Rolled it where I couldn't walk for 5 days out of those 14, and then I had to compete on that. And then the year before it was my back. The year before that it was my knee. It was just always something.
Hey, did you ever have you had an injury that thought might take you out competitively?
My back one year was really bad. I kind of just gritted through that one. Probably dumb in hindsight, but I was a kid, so what do I know?
You have a baby?
I have 2 kids, but no, this is just the gym. They're just kids in the gym all the time.
Just kids sound.
I even got the office door shut too.
When you got married and you had a wedding, did you allow kids at the wedding?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I was talking with someone the other day, actually just yesterday, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to a wedding this weekend and no kids are allowed. I'm like, I wonder if people who do that after when they have kids, if they just feel like assholes.
I don't know. I thought that was the point of getting married anyway.
To have kids.
Yeah, have a family.
Yeah, but some people I've been invited to weddings where it's like no kids allowed. I don't go to those weddings, by the way. I'm like, oh, good excuse not to go. Like I got 3, I'm not going.
But I don't know. That's a little weird to me.
But yeah, okay, good. Me too. I was like, but kids make a wedding. Like, what are you worried about? Let them run around. Let them get crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. My girls love. Oh, we took her to a wedding. I don't know, a little while ago. She was just loving it, just running around the dance floor. It was good.
How old are they?
Almost 6 and almost 2.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't know, you know, in months and days and all that.
Are you having a third?
Too. I would love to. First 2 took us a while, so yeah, I'd love to have a third. I'll have as many as my wife wants to have, you know.
Oh yeah, that's how I felt. I didn't start till I was 43 though. So you got like a 10-year. Wow. Yeah, you have like an 8-year window before you're even caught up to me. But yeah, you should have more. That's how I felt. My wife was like,
you have 3, right?
Yeah, I got 3 little ones. 2, nice. 8, and 1, 10.
Are they all boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, best thing that ever happened to me, kids.
Yeah, no, it's the best. They're seriously the best. You learn so much.
Is your gym your vocation? That's your full-time job?
Yes.
And has it always been that?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, ever since I graduated college, when I opened the gym, it's been we're on our 12th year right now, and it's kind of been my job to do that and compete. You know, at the time it was competing and coaching, and then it was just competing, and then it was just coaching, and it's just been back and forth. Now it's kind of just coaching, so just running the gym, doing what I need to do to help with whatever needs done around here.
Isn't that pretty crazy? That's like the dream for a lot of people. So you have
Yeah,
a wife, kids. Do you own a home?
I do.
You own a home, and you run your own gym. Is your gym close to your home?
Yeah, it is. Just a few minutes down the road. It's awesome. I mean, yeah. I can't say when people always say I'm living the dream. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Living the dream.
How do you do that? You've cracked the code on having enough members and finding a sustainable way to maintain a gym and a community that you can put gas in your tank.
Yeah, yeah. No, it really is a blessing from God. So I'm thankful for that. And I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I don't like to do things. I don't like to really do anything that's not going to be successful long term. Like, I try to think long term. And when I was kind of waffling through things in high school and college, not knowing what I wanted to do, it's like as soon as CrossFit came on my radar, like, I knew that this thing was good and it was going to last, and it wasn't a fad like everybody was talking about, and it was helpful, and it could help a lot of people. It could help change the world. I bought in completely to what Greg was saying and the way that he talked about things. And I mean, just you were there from the beginning, all about it, but I still believe it, and that's what we do here at CrossFit Krypton. So just trying to make the community around us a little bit better.
It always, I don't know really how to describe who you are in the community from my perception, but you're very unique. There isn't another one like you. And even the athletes that I feel like come through your gym are very unique. Whether it be you or your brother or Danny or Laura or Gabby or the Birdman, everyone seems I don't know what it is. Do you feel that way, that there's something unique about you? There's something like low key about you guys, yet high performance. I don't know. Maybe like kind of like you don't fit in anywhere else. It's just okay. Well, you don't fit in anywhere else. Go to Ben Smith's gym. You know what I mean? Like you just do things differently. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. Like
It's
you're
funny.
different.
It's all happened very naturally. So it's not something that I've pushed or strived for or anything.
Right. You just who you are, and you're attracting who you attract.
Yeah, I think it's just totally happened organically. I can't explain it. I don't know.
How did so you win the well, let me ask you about winning the games that year. Did you know going into 2015, the final event, you were going to win? It was just was it you and Fraser fighting for the title?
Yes.
I knew that
if I beat him in the event, I won. So he was kind of all I was thinking about. Not all I was thinking about, but all I was kind of keeping my peripheral vision on. And then I knew if he beat me, then he would win.
And what was the workout?
It was that pedal to the metal workout. It was like, what was it? I think there were some pegboards to start on the first. There was 2 parts, and there was pegboard, and then it went like row, bike, dumbbell snatch, and then the second one was parallel handstand push-ups, and then it was like row, bike, heavy kettlebell deadlifts. It was just kind of a hodgepodge of things. I liked it.
And you guys were in the same heat?
We were, yeah. No, the last heat, yep.
And then you cross, and how close was he to you?
He started creeping up on me in the second one. He beat me on the first one. And, it's funny. You look back on it, and you don't really think about, you have no idea. Your thoughts now are not the same thoughts as you had then. And even though he beat me in the first one, it was like some weird feeling that I knew I was going to win the second one. And I didn't hesitate. I didn't question it. I didn't doubt myself. But yeah, I always say that whole year, like the whole win was just a gift from God anyway. It wasn't even like I did anything special that year. It was just that, Matt was doing well, and then Matt bombed a couple workouts and opened the door a little bit. And then, yeah, it was just the winning the whole thing was just the blessing from God the whole time. Anyway, that's the way I saw it. It was like, at some point it was like, I just knew I was going to win, and I couldn't explain the feeling or anything like that, but it was just kind of there.
It's cool that you have some tangibles to that you say it like that, because a lot of times people will be like, oh, it was a blessing from God, or it was meant to be from God, but then you don't know what they meant by the story. But there is the guy, like your car breaks down in the middle of the night, it's 3 a.m, and some random dude comes by and he's like, hey, you need this gas can? I accidentally got 2, and he gives it to you and drives away, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
And
like,
you're
how do
like,
you
then
explain
you
that?
can
Right.
see, you're like, okay, I'm giving God one in the God bucket for that. But
Yeah.
so you really did feel that way.
Yeah, I felt that way. I mean, I prayed for that for, what I lost for 7 years or 9 years or whatever. Ever since I started CrossFit, all I wanted to do was win the games. And, being a I don't know a naive kid, I guess, it was like, that's what you think of God is like, you pray and you ask for something, and you
Yeah.
just ask over and over and over, and it's like, you I don't know, he gave me that as a gift, and as soon as I got it, I realized it wasn't the thing that, like, it wasn't the thing that I should have been seeking after the whole time,
Mm.
Like, it was great and it was awesome and it fulfilled the effort that I put in for however many years of trying to get it, but like, it wasn't everything. And there's a lot more. And I learned that lesson by winning, not by losing. So it's just an interesting way to learn it, but it's definitely
When
a
you
gift.
say
That's the way I look at it, or have looked at it.
when you say that there's a lot more, meaning you didn't feel closure that you thought you were gonna feel? Or
Um, no, I felt like it was like a deja vu moment. Like, it was one of those things, like, you experience it, but you've already experienced it before. It felt, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Felt like I had already been there before in a dream or something like that. It was kind of surreal. Um, but the immediate thought, we were having In-N-Out burger afterwards underneath at the hotel, and I'm sitting there just thinking, what's next? Okay, what now? Immediately, and it's like that. Um, that was the feeling that I had. After all the celebration and all that stuff. It was like, okay, what now? You know,
yeah,
it,
yep. Uh, um, Jake Chapman, the harder I work, the luckier I get.
yeah.
That's a good line. Do you think you've ever worked as hard as you worked in building up to the 2015 games? Was there a direct correlation in your mind? You're like, yep, I put in the work, I put in the prayer, and
Um, yeah. I mean, I didn't know anything else.
did you work
That
as
was
hard for 2016?
Yeah,
You did.
yeah,
You wanted to do it again.
yeah. I did. I thought I was in better shape then. It's like, I said that after that year, it was like, you play good golf, the other guy just played better. There wasn't a lot I could have done to not finish second that year.
When's the last time you've been to the games as an individual? You know,
I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. I don't
you don't
remember.
remember.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
The
that's
last
awesome.
5 years blend together. I don't know.
That
But
makes
after
sense.
kids, man,
Because you
it's
had
just like,
kids,
it
yes.
just goes like this. It just goes like this. You don't sleep and the days just blend together, and yeah.
Um, it's funny. Last night I was this question I mulled over in my head a bunch, whether
Mm.
to ask you this or not. I don't, because you're one of those people I really don't want to put in an uncomfortable situation, but fuck it, it's what I do. So here we go. You
Yes,
ever
sir.
feel like um everyone around you just started doing drugs? You ever
Do I
have
ever
that?
feel like that?
Yeah. Did you ever feel like, hey, like you're this great CrossFitter, you win the CrossFit games, and then the pack just kind of pulled away from you, and you're like, what the fuck happened? Like you're like, you ever
Oh,
felt that?
me. Oh, okay,
You
okay.
ever felt like other people, like like all of a sudden it reached such a pinnacle that everyone started doing drugs except you?
Yeah, I felt like that. Sure.
You have felt like that?
Yeah.
And do you think that there's some truth to it, or do you think that it's just an insecurity because people pulled away, or do you have
That's
knowledge
the
of
way
it?
I don't know. I don't have knowledge of it. So the only thing that
Okay,
I could believe was that that's just me not being as good as I was. So that's the way that I've taken it, you
but
know.
you didn't get worse. You won the games in 15. You
Yeah.
came 16 to bring it, but then there was a cohort of guys that just pulled away from you,
Yeah.
and like you were good enough to
I
hang
felt
with.
that. Yeah,
You
yeah, I felt
did,
it big time. Big time. Because I did this for a long time, and it felt like you knew where everybody was every year.
yeah,
And you knew where you were relative to the field.
yeah,
And then, yeah, it does feel like there was a group of people that came in all at once, and then they pulled away very quickly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Funny, it was just last night. I was actually just laying in bed,
Mhm.
uh, and I was just thinking like, holy shit, that is really weird. I hadn't thought of it before because it wasn't my life, but I was like, there's
Yeah.
just Ben Smith was on top of his game, and then this group of dudes came in and just pulled away.
Mhm.
Did you ever think about doing drugs?
No.
No,
I did
not
not.
not
No. I couldn't live with myself.
like having the lie.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no
Yeah.
way. I'm not that kind of person. I just couldn't do it.
You- and and it's probably. Do you think it was worth it to those guys?
I could see how it's worth it. Yeah, for sure. I can empathize with that definitely, you know. I could totally see how it's you work just as hard, if not harder than everybody else because you can, you know. I could totally see that.
And you have a dream,
Yeah, absolutely. And you're solely
a
focused on it
vision.
and you're like, this is what I want. I'm going to go get this at whatever cost, you know, and if you don't have a reason not to, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like if there isn't something higher than like if there is not a higher principle guiding your life, pointing you into the direction that you should go, why wouldn't you?
And is that the main reason why you wouldn't do it? Is because you wouldn't want to have to keep a secret?
Yeah, I couldn't live with I really couldn't live with that decision knowing that I'd be cheating or knowing that I'd be like I can get the understanding of rationalizing it to yourself, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do
The
it.
rationale is everyone else is doing it, right?
Sure, whatever the rationale is, like I could come
Yeah.
up with 10 different reasons to rationalize it. Yeah, but it's like I wouldn't me personally, I wouldn't be able to do it. You know, it's like I wouldn't be able to live with myself if you cheated on something else. You know, it's just not that's not the kind of person I want to be. So like that's not the kind of person I want my kids to be. That's not the kind of person I want to be around. Like I don't want to be around other people that are like that. So it's just, you know, I couldn't do it if it was me.
I wonder if that makes you a better person than me. I don't really care about the cheating. Uh, it's the lying, and not for moral reasons. I just wouldn't want to. I don't want to have to sit on any. I don't want to have to protect anything.
Yeah, I get
You
that.
know what I mean? I don't want to have to protect anything. I don't want to. I don't want to like. I don't want to do stuff that I'm not comfortable with everyone knowing. Then
Yeah,
I
it's really
probably shouldn't
interesting
do it.
now, like the world that we live in now, it's like there's so many people that are on all kinds of different stuff and they lie about it. And it's so
When
obvious.
really,
It's
when
so
really, we've
obvious.
never been freer, right? We've
Yeah,
never been freer. Just say it.
just say it. Like everybody knows already. Like just
Yeah.
say it. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. But then
Um.
people still flock to that, you know, and it's like that's what people want. Like people want to what they want to pretend ignorance or pretend like they don't know and still want to hold that person up there on the pedestal, you know?
When you say you can't do, let me show this video. This is another one. This is you at 33. This is why I thought you were 34.
Mhm.
33-year-old Ben Smith doing 3 reps at 330. This is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And you know you're gonna do 3 here?
That was the goal, yes. That's how training is. It's just a series of setting goals and trying to get them, you know?
No
Yep.
collars.
Yeah, no collars. You don't need yeah, you don't need
That
collars.
that that wiggling doesn't mess with your OCD or nothing. That little jiggling at the end.
No, no. I'm not too OCD.
There's got to be someone who says, "Oh, that's causing some sort of jiggle in the barbell that's like hurting you like by a couple
Yeah,
pounds."
whatever. People overanalyze everything. Drives me nuts. Just do it, man.
You going for a 3-rep max, and the last 3 weights on the end are jiggling. Crazy, dude. You say you in the Nano 2s.
Oh, there's the best shoe. I still have them on right now. I got like 2 more pairs in my closet that I'm holding on to.
What size are you?
10 and a half.
Um, uh, I heard you say on the Khalifa podcast that you can't train like you used to. What's the limiting factor?
Um, usually like the volume, like my body just can't handle, you know, intense workouts all the time. So I'll get in what 4 class workouts a week, maybe 5 if I feel good, and that's enough. But like I was trained like back compared to what I was doing, I was just training all the time, you know, and I just can't do it anymore.
And when you say you do just 4 class workouts a week, literally the other 3 days you're just chasing kids around and putting weights away at the gym?
No, I will do something. I'll stay moving, you know, but it might not be the class. Like when I do the class workout, I'm going there, I'm getting some intensity and
Yeah.
I'm bringing it, you know, I'm trying to do my best and really push it. And maybe the other workout is just, you know, whatever, a bike and push up EMOM or something, just to move.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so okay. So you'll do
I like
something.
to work out. I like to move around every day, do something.
So you sweat every day.
I try to, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Ben Smith, the man.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning from me and Ben. And then you said 2 PRs. You said Isabel PR
Yeah, hopefully
and
I can beat that on Friday.
a deadlift PR.
Yeah, that was kinda felt like it was out of the blue. That was good. I'm still getting a little bit stronger. I gotta try to catch my dad,
What's
600
your
600
no
at
shit?
50. When he was 50, at 600.
Hey, I want to say I remember when your dad deadlifted 500 pounds. I remember it was kind of big in the community. Am I
That was
remembering that right?
600, and it was in a
It was,
competition. It was at the
oh,
region, like, at Masters Regional or whatever it was online.
so it was 600. That was the,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. Is your dad still training?
He's been coming in. I started a Krypton Legends class. It's for 60 plus, and I started that class, and that's been awesome. And he hops in on that class.
That's 1 day a week?
It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, middle of the day.
Over 60. And
Yeah.
so this is 565. Do you know you're gonna set a go for a deadlift when you wake up that morning, a deadlift PR?
No, that day was 3 heavy singles. I was just gonna do 3 heavy singles, and I did the first one, and I felt pretty good. And I was like, okay, let's see what I can do on the next one, and it felt good. And I was like, all right, I think I got a PR today, and jumped 50 pounds and hit it. So you kind of know, and you know the day of whether you got it or you don't, and just again set a goal, try to hit it.
Yeah,
You
it's
just see the
crazy.
you just see the makes, like you don't see the misses.
Right. Right. So, so you it's the volume. How do you know when it's too much volume? What do you feel? Like you're
My
sore too
usually
long or
usually it's like my knees ache.
okay. And
Yeah.
that's the volume's too high.
Yeah, for me, it's the knees. Everything else is great. Like, I actually feel, knock on wood, I feel good though.
Not shoulders.
No, not shoulders, it's the knees. It's the knees. It's really just the kneecaps, to be honest. I
Yeah,
got that,
okay.
like, just what is it? The cartilage under the kneecap is just kind of worn away in a few spots, and it's just rough on the knees. Sometimes it'll catch and click, and I just can't do stuff. It'll make me shut it down.
Have you had any surgeries?
I have a couple.
Shoulder, knee?
No, all knee, all knee. So 2 on my right knee, 1 on my left knee. It was just they took a little bit of meniscus out, and then shaved down underneath the kneecap.
In hindsight, are you glad you had those?
No,
You wish you wouldn't have.
I wish I wouldn't have done the third one on my left knee. Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
so
that was
2 out
like
of 3.
2018. 2 out of 3 were good. I needed them. My knees were like blown up, like there was a baseball in my knee, and I was like, okay, there's fluid in my knee. I got to get surgery.
You couldn't have known though if the first 2 went well, you couldn't have known that the third one was a bad choice.
Yeah, I didn't know, and it was a slightly different surgery, and I didn't really know until afterwards when the surgeon told me that. So yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
No
that's
worries, no worries. I'm not.
can you tell me what happened? They told you it was gonna be a meniscus,
I
or
thought it was gonna be a
ACL or
meniscus, and then he's mentioned something about shaving down under the kneecap, and then after the surgery, he said, well, he was doing some kind of like a little bit of a new surgery where it was a bit more focused on some, I don't know, the term of it, but it was shaving down the cartilage under the kneecap, and it seems like it just caused a lot of problems for a few years after that.
it's interesting. My wife went in for a surgery. She got hit by a car,
Mm,
and while they were in there, they made the decision to clean the meniscus.
hmm.
And so they completely removed the meniscus.
Oh,
And
shoot,
yeah, and they didn't tell her till afterwards. And
that's awful.
she was thinking about she was very close to getting artificial meniscus, but you need a little bit of meniscus for the artificial meniscus to hold on to. And
Sure.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. You got to really talk to those fucking guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry to hear
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So
How's she now?
basically same thing happened to you. Someone chopped away some shit that you weren't clear that they were going to chop away, right?
I probably just shouldn't have had. I probably should have just waited a little bit, and rather than jumped into the surgery right away. I would
Mhm.
have definitely done that now, but hindsight's 2020.
Hey, did you see how are you on time? You got to go in 10 seconds?
No, I got a few minutes. I just have that appointment at 11, so I got to drive out there.
The other day, Alex Gazan was on the show and she was talking about how she was taking colostrum and then she called Curtis Bowler. You know what colostrum is?
Is that the tell me?
It's the stuff that comes out of the boob before the milk comes. So your wife has a baby, and there's this like first packet of
That's
like
where
the
I've heard it, and I just wanted to make sure that was it.
yeah. It's like got like the super juice in it,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
guess it does something when a kid eats it. It does something to the gut to get the gut firing properly. Like
Okay.
it's like sets the lifetime pace for the gut. It's like got all the woman's bacteria and super cells and all that shit. I don't know. I'm just
That
making
stuff's
shit up.
crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was taking that, and then she called Curtis Bowler, and she's like, "Hey, I'm taking colostrum, or I'm thinking about taking colostrum. Is that cool?" And he goes, "Hey, you should be careful. You could pop for human growth hormone if you take colostrum."
Hmm.
And so, like, soon as she was on the show and she said that, I got off the show and I ordered colostrum. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's for me." And there were like 5 other people who, when I mentioned that the next day on my show, I'm like, "Hey, did anyone else order colostrum?" Everyone's like, "I did, I did, I did."
Oh, that's
Uh,
funny.
you you ever fuck with colostrum?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No.
I got
No.
it's bovine, it's not human.
Okay.
Um, but anyway, I was just wondering.
No, I have not. That's funny.
Ben, is 17.3 your favorite open wad? Mr.
Which
Lange.
one's that?
Which one is that, Pat? Oh, so God, Ben, you are really different. That's what I mean. You're really different than the others. The others are like, well, 17.3 was slightly different from 18.3, but then, there was 19.3. You've
I've
had
done a lot of
kids
workouts, man. I don't know.
is it ever since you had the kids, or you were
No,
never that guy?
no, I was never that. I guess I was never that guy.
Oh, good. That makes me happy. I was never that guy either. I
Yeah,
also didn't win the games. Bam, CrossFit Royalty. Hey, Ben, thanks for coming on our favorite podcast.
for
Oh,
sure.
thanks, Jody.
For sure. Thanks for having me on.
From looking at your Instagram and from hearing you talk, you're just very appreciative to be working out every day.
Mhm.
You're dedicated to the community in your gym, and getting people better. And like you started the podcast, you bought into everything Greg said.
Yeah.
But are you
Believe in the
excited about
message.
maybe going to the games again?
Yeah.
Would that be crazy?
I'm open to doing well this weekend. I don't
Yeah.
know if I can
Yeah.
qualify, but I'm open to doing well this weekend in a couple events. I think there's gonna be a couple good ones for me, and I'm looking forward to that.
Ben, when Greg invited you and Hunter, did you automatically accept it? Any part of you be like, "Hey, I probably shouldn't go if I didn't qualify?"
Yeah, there was definitely a part of me that thought that.
Yeah.
But it seemed as though there was a lot of support from the community, so I dove into it. But,
Okay.
um, yeah, I
Did you
definitely
and did you get cut early that year?
that was the year.
Like everyone and
No,
their
I didn't
mom
get
got
cut.
cut?
I didn't
No.
get I think I got cut. I don't know how many cuts they had. I think they had a few cuts that year, right? And I didn't get cut. I don't think I got cut up the first one, maybe it was the second one or something like that.
But I mean, like some big names got cut. I want to say Pat and Brent and all
That
sorts of
was the
people
year they
got
had they had that sprint right before they cut people or something like
Annie.
that?
Yeah, all sorts
Yeah,
of
okay,
people got cut.
okay.
Hey, I've seen Fikowski doing like a world tour. Did he swing by Krypton?
No, is he? I haven't
I
seen
mean,
that.
I saw him like at Proven, and I saw him at Mayhem, and I feel like I've just seen him, and I saw him with like Josh Bridges, I think, and I just was wondering like if you're on that radar.
I have not talked to him.
How did Laura Horvat? How did the CrossFit Games champ end up at your gym? Your gym seems like I said, kind of obscure to me. How did she end up there? Like
Uh,
you're not big in. You have a training program,
yeah, yeah.
And what's
Doing
it
it
called?
doing it almost longer than anybody. It's funny.
Yeah, that's
It's so funny.
awesome.
It's out there, and I do it. I do this is my job, and I do this
Yeah,
every week, and I
and you
love it.
won the games
Yeah, and
against Fraser.
there's a lot of people that follow and have been following for a long time, and, I help out people that reach out to me, so,
And what is the name of the program?
I mean, the brand of the program is Krypton Athletics.
Okay, crypto. So they can just go there and see your complete program.
Yeah, it's on Beyond the Whiteboard.
Okay, you should switch to Wodify. Oh yeah, we
Well, we
talked about
offer
that.
we offer our affiliate programming through Wodify, which that's new and people don't know about that. So
Oh, so okay, so both.
yeah, we have our programming through Wodify, and
Go to Wodify now and get the Krypton affiliate programming.
yeah, it's
And
it's
and,
good.
and how does this unique character that is this force of nature that is Laura Horvat cross paths with you?
I yeah, I think we talked about this before. I reached out to her after 1 year where I saw her when she failed some handstand push-ups on the online qualifier. Like there was some online qualifier for the games or something like that, and she didn't do as well as she wanted to. And I think that same year she came down and did team series and with me. And I think Alec had brought her to the gym. She did team series with me. And
So
then
she was friends with Alec. So she
she
was
was
friends
friends
with
with
Alec.
Alec.
Okay.
Yeah, she was friends with Alec. Alec brings a lot of people to the gym.
Yeah.
And then I
A
just
lot of
reached
hot
out
girls.
to
He
her.
brings a lot of hot girls to the gym.
Actually,
saying.
Alec was the one who introduced me to my wife in high school.
Oh, see?
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And you guys hit it off?
Yeah, I just reached out to her and I was like, hey, I can help with programming if you want help. Like that was kind of like me on the tail end of my competing days, and she was just coming up, and you could just tell that she was really good at what she was doing, and I was just offered to help. So yeah.
And then I know this is deeply personal, but if there's any insights you can share, basically we're at the games. Her brother seems to be dating Gabby. Gabby and Laura both seem to be at your gym and training. And then Christoph and Laura leave the event. And then it seems like somehow that's some sort of end also for Christoph and Gabby. And there's this fracture around this really tense situation. But you stay and continue to coach Gabby. Is that a correct understanding?
Yeah.
And how are things now between, are you still, does Gabby still come to Krypton and train? And does Laura still come to Krypton and train?
Yeah, I mean, Gabby's here training now. Well, she was just working out this morning. But no, I haven't talked to Laura in a little while, but yeah, I mean, they're both welcome here. So
you don't have any issues with Laura? You personally, Ben Smith?
No.
She can come and train there anytime she wants.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But she's just processing things differently than, would you say that that's a
yeah, it was
clean
just like
way of saying it?
It was a really hard situation, and everybody just took it differently, and I don't really know exactly what happened, to be honest.
And those aren't the kind of things you're really interested in getting involved in anyway.
Again, I mean, I'd love to help people and talk to people if they want to, but that's about it. I'm not trying to dive into anybody's business,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Flossing. Did you Josh Bridges, I used to always see him floss. He would wrap that thing around his leg and then work out, and it would look like his quad was going to explode.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that? It was a Kelly Starrett thing.
It was. We got a bunch of it here. I've used it before. I haven't used it in a while. It works though.
It does work?
Yeah, it works. It helps a lot.
Is the thought behind it that you can get the stimulus on the muscle of lifting more without lifting that much?
Oh, I didn't know people wear it while they lift. I use it just to warm up, to get some blood flow.
So you just do it with body weight movements?
Yeah, like squats, push-ups, like if you put it on your elbow. Squats if you put it on your knee or your hip or your quad or something like that. Yeah, I just use it to warm up.
Okay. Do you know about this device called Suji?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It's another sponsor. I see it on the bottom.
Yeah. They just became a sponsor yesterday, and I really don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's a flossing device. I think it's like this thing, and you put it on you, and it squeezes you, and then you work out with it.
Is it like the blood flow restriction stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I've tried those before. That's a crazy, weird pump.
Is that the same thing as flossing?
I don't think it's. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the same thing. It's similar, but you got to be careful with the flossing stuff. You can put that on too hard.
Yeah, this thing like has it attaches
like auto regulates.
Yeah, it's attached to a phone, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's different than a cock ring. I don't know. Never used a cock ring. You ever use a cock ring?
No. Oh man, no.
I wouldn't even know where to store that. I wouldn't have to hide any devices like that. I have kids. You come outside in the garage and they got it pulled around a baseball bat. They're like, "Hey, we found the." All right. Hey, thank you for coming on. I look forward to seeing you this weekend. Good luck. I'm open to you going to the games again. Also, you demand.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll do my best.
All right. Say hi to Alec and Zane for me.
Yeah,
Dane.
We'll do.
Dane. Okay.
Yeah, he opened a gym down in North Carolina.
Is he coming? Are they coming to support you?
No. Dane's in North Carolina right now, and he's got 3 girls down there, and he's busy.
He came on Kill Taylor once.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, for some muscle up shit. He got really
Nice.
close to beating Taylor.
Yeah, nice. No,
Yeah.
it's fun. You guys do a good show.
Yeah, that's what I need to say to you,
Other
but
than all the cursing, you guys do a good show.
yeah, it's a disgusting show, but real
Yeah,
thank you for tell all the boys at Krypton for, thanks for all the support. It means a lot.
for sure.
Yeah, thank you. All right, and say hi to Birdman.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, bye. Ben Smith. All right. A very professional podcast. Mr. Weed, I think you missed the point yesterday. I saw your comment this morning on the Dave Castro Weekend Review, and you were pointing out to me that the in the Dave Castro Weekend Review, I was saying like, holy shit, like Fikowski can't get more than 100 views on his channel on a video, and athletes, it basically is a what have you done for me lately? And then you said, well, Fraser gets 5 times the amount of views that you do, which isn't true. Maybe on per video he does, but overall, this station crushes his station, and I mean crushes it. But that's fine either way. But you have to also remember he has 100 times the Instagram followers I have. But that's not the point either. You completely missed the point. The point is Fraser is still talking about weightlifting. What I'm saying is you completely, and it's funny because you said I missed the point, but it was you who actually missed the point. When you start talking, they're only allowed to talk about one thing in one narrow piece of bandwidth. And it's funny that it's not funny, but you've been listening to the show a long time, and the fact that you still don't know how to listen. The thing is, I think what your issue is that you're so insecure that you always have to try to find where someone else is wrong to build yourself up. I think that's what it is. I don't know because I can't relate. But anyway, I wanted to tell you off the cuff. Yeah, if Fikowski goes back to just talking about what he knows, he could probably put on more viewers. But I think it's I think it's I think I don't think you completely missed the point. So anyway, that's that. And to the Clive guy, yeah, Kill Taylor is better than the World Fitness Project. Let me explain to you. The World Fitness Project is in the realm of like no reps. Do you remember that thing Brian Friend did, no reps? Do we know the story of what happened to that? Do you guys know what happened to no reps ahead? Anyone? No reps ahead. Does anyone know? Because I don't really know. Oh, thank you, Barclay. Oh, look you can go to Apollo Performance Athletics. Ben Smith's last game was in 2019. He took 28th place. Look at this website. How could you think that how could anyone think that the World Fitness Project was even close to as good as Kill Taylor? It's had one event. Dang. Ben Smith, a career event wins 28, career top 10 finishes 145, games appearances 11. Dude, this is nuts. Games top 10 finishes 64, top 2000 in the Open 14 times. What an incredible website. Holy shit. Hey, give me someone else's name. Who's some obscure person? We'll come back to no reps ahead in a second. So give me some obscure person who's going to be competing at Syndicate this weekend. How do I search for someone? Athletes? Alphabetical searching? What's an obscure athlete? I'll type in their name. Anyone? By the way, if you want to get a Suji, use code SEVON15 for 15% off and use that QR code. No, this isn't Halpin's website. This is Barclay's website. That's mean. That was mean. Miley Wade, is that Miley Wade? Let's see. Miley MILEYWADE. Miley Wade. Oh, there it is. Look at. Damn, Barclay's good. Holy shit. This Miley Wade character, is this a boy? This must be a girl, 138. Career event wins 2. Career top 10 finishes 9. Games appearances 0. This is crazy. Favorite ice cream, chocolate. Okay, who's another one? Who's another one? Rethwell? Rethwell? Okay, let's do another one. Rethwell, athlete, alphabetical. Rethwell. Is Rethwell going to which Rethwell? Wesley? Is Rethwell going to Steve Fawcett is not going. No, guys, I need people who are going to Syndicate. I don't give a fuck if you're not going to Syndicate. I need people who are going to Syndicate. Who's going to Syndicate? Is it Phil Hesketh is? I don't know who that is. Sounds familiar. No, Halpin does not help Barclay with data. He helps him with puberty blockers. Oh, George Sterner. Good. Yes. Okay, let's see. Uh, George. By the way, I don't care what anyone says. Barclay likes girls. Oh, George Sterner. I've seen his still photos of him and his girlfriend together. I think it's real. Games top 10. Oh, he was at the Mayhem Classic. Is George Sterner going to be at Syndicate too? That's crazy. All right. Guys, I'm only looking for people who are actually going to be at Syndicate. Don't fuck with me. Margot Alvarez. Halpin was harassing me in my DMs. Was he trying to sell you puberty blockers? Do not take puberty blockers, anyone. That is child abuse. Daniel Tominski. Barry, he's not going to Syndicate. You guys are pissing me off. Oh, Mason Griffin. Thank you. Yep, let's do that. Great. Yep. Athlete. Alphabetical search. I think you know what I think? I think Mason should be on the demo team for the games this year. Mason, if you're watching this show, you should reach out to Dave. Ask him if you can be on the demo team. Tell him I told you. 5'11", 188. He's a little pinner. 181st in the semifinals in 2025. What he rolled into Syndicate. What happened? Some people pulled out of Syndicate and he got in. That's awesome. You agree? Yeah. You agree? Mason should be in the demo team? Yeah, totally. I cycle on and off of puberty blockers. Oh, yeah, Ty Jenkins. Hell yeah. Let's do Ty. Ty Jenkins. Yeah, I'm telling you, if I'm Ben Smith, I think everyone. Hey, let's. If I'm, you want to do something fucked up? This is worse than me saying that black people shouldn't be allowed on jury duties. This is really bad. What I'm about to do. Really naughty. Oh, there's other buttons here you can push. Apollo World Ranking. I need someone to show me how to use this. This would be awesome if I knew how to use this website. Ty Jenkins. Didn't he win something? Didn't he win the kids? His kids shit's not in here, Barclay? I need Barclay on the show. I should have Barclay just come on the show and walk me through this. I got El Chorito. That's just, do you know the discipline it takes not to eat those? Yeah, so I don't know exactly what happened with no reps, but here's my understanding what happened. It was this event They were burning through cash and wasting money. No one was watching it. They were paying top end athletes to go there and collect like $3,000 to $10,000. I'm guessing I don't know how much James Sprague made, but like if you give James $10,000, he's going to show up somewhere. So let's say you give them $10,000. They have I don't know how many they have, 3 to 10 events. Each of them cost $50,000, and it wasn't fucking sustainable. And of course, the people behind it, there was something shady. I don't remember what happened, but there was some guy, in my opinion, that looked like he should not be left alone with kids at all, anywhere near kids, and he was somehow involved. And I don't know how Brian's radar doesn't pick that up, but my radar didn't pick up what a douche Brian is. So fucking I'm not perfect either. But regardless, something weird happened at No Reps, and it's fucking gone, and the money's dried up, and there's a lot of fucking people who are butthurt. And like it was obvious that it was going to be a shit show from the beginning because of who was involved, just from just simple take on radar. And it's not fucking rocket science, man. So uh so you can just look at the big W, and there are some signs there that some things are fucking amiss. And it's great, like, if like, here's the thing: if they didn't pay those people, and this is not a dig. This is just a place to start. If they didn't pay those people, not a single one of them would show up. So if we didn't offer money for Kill Taylor, some people would still show up. People like James Sprague would not show up. Some of those big names only show up when the prize money's like $2,500, right, or $2,000 or whatever, and they can do it from the comfort of their home. So there's a cost. To discomfort to participating, right? And so they what won't they say, or what won't they do for the amount of money they're being paid? They'll fucking say anything and do anything. So we have, which is okay. A lot of us will do that. Suji, use the QR code now. A lot of us will say or do anything for money. But you just have to take that into your evaluation. We have no fucking clue about anything about the WTF. And we do have a clue about Kill Taylor. It's happened 52 weeks in a row. It's a fucking great show. It's fucking accumulated a fucking million views on YouTube total. And it's a staple, and it's consistent. And so when this guy Clive, when I say it's better than the WTF in every metric, it is what it is. Objectively, subjectively, is what it is. This podcast has a better affiliate program. These aren't speculative, subjective elements. Hey, you know what the big takeaway from the Ben Smith podcast is today? That this motherfucker runs an affiliate, and unless his wife is filthy rich, or he's a trust fund baby, which I don't think he is, this dude's cracked the code on how to live a good life and raise kids and hang out in a gym all day. I'm going to open a Sevon affiliate. Yeah. Right. Oh, wow. Is that new? Is this a new oh. Oh yeah, look it. By the way, I don't care. I don't care if events don't pay the athletes. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing, but like it is what it is. Like, whatever. Like, you don't know anything. Anything can happen. You don't know anything. I know the other day I asked if a girl was autistic or not, and God told me within like 30 seconds whether she was or not. And I know I shared the story on here, and somehow Jeff Bako thought it was a pedophile story, which concerns me. But other than that, you really don't know anything. MBS Turkey Challenge, and when I use the word God, I mean just shit that I don't understand. MBS Turkey Challenge failed to pay prize purse this past November. The MBS Turkey Challenge and Reps Ahead ran a competition at the Stockyards Event Center in Denver, Colorado. This co-event was organized by the No Reps Ahead Apparently, Renovo Clinic, both the NBA. But are 2 months after the competition. Anyway, so these guys didn't play. I think this Renovo thing is a peptides business. By the way, get your peptides now at peptides.com. Right there. They've always paid. They've always paid. Remember when they gave Jason Hopper $5,000? I think my Heidi Kroom, I think all my coffee shops are low-key Sevon affiliates. Thank you. I agree. They've been ordained. We should go look at the CrossFit leaderboard and see who's on drugs. CrossFit game. We should play a game. I have the game for you. This is going to be savage. I say this with peace and love. This is just a game for fun and entertainment's sake. There's no truth to anything we're saying. 2019 games. So if you had $1 million and you had to bet the $1 million, you had to on whether someone's on drugs or not. Where would you put your money? Hello, caller.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a chance to win $1 million.
Okay.
Now, you have to answer this question right. In 2019, was Will Morad, who took 10th in the CrossFit Games, on steroids? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that an interesting game? I don't have $1 million and I don't know the answer to it, but it's interesting that everyone just pulled away from Ben Smith. All of a sudden, Ben Smith's 28th. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Morad was in the East Regionals when it was still like the Froning, Spin Smith, Panchik games, right? Who the three were just like really good. Morad was like this new up and coming guy, and all of a sudden got really, really good and really jacked really quickly. And it's like, come on, man. That's not a shocker. Like, why would that would happen?
How about $1 million? Noah Olson took second place in the games behind Matt Fraser. Damn, he almost beat Matt. Holy fuck.
Oh, I truly believe that Noah Olson was always on some type of juice. Just look at him. I mean, that's not normal. That's not a normal physique.
God, I can't believe Scott Panchik would be on drugs though.
Oh, I don't think Panchik was. No. But that's why I think people were able to beat people like the Panchiks and the Ben Smiths of the world who weren't even close to them the years prior. I mean, Panchik and Ben Smith are just so good. And the only reason they don't have multiple championships is because they had Rich Froning in that same era, and then Fraser when he came aboard. But yeah, I don't think Panchik was ever on anything.
How about Elliot Simmons? Are all the guys in the UAE on drugs? If you're in the UAE, Andrew Hiller, Morad is a juice hound. What does that mean? Like a juice hound is like someone who is able to metabolize juice good. They like the juice, juicy.
Like so, if you're a hound for something, means you're all about it. So yeah, he's all on that stuff.
Oh man. Hi. So sorry, I didn't mean to hijack. Did you want to contribute something to the show outside of the 2019 Who's on Steroids game?
I actually enjoyed that segment that we just did together, but I was just calling in to say I'm excited for some combination of either the Griffin Bros, Ben Smith, or George Sterner going to the games. And like you said, I would really like to see Ben Smith go again. Just what a great guy, good ambassador for the sport and the methodology. And I think he could shake things up. I think the old man still's got something in the tank.
If George Sterner or Ben Smith goes to the games and I'm able to go to the games this year, I will ride I will get off of Colton's dick just a little bit, not a lot, to ride Ben and George's dick. George Sterner is such a fucking weirdo. He might be as weird as Colton. It would be so fun to fucking. He needs to be a character on this show.
He does. I mean,
He's so weird.
He got put on the map because of. I mean, think about this. The dude was doing the first open workout this year with a guy shadowboxing right behind his head and just seemed totally ineffective.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what we do need to get more info on this guy.
Yeah. Hey, George Sterner does like things like the wash weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like when he washes his clothes, like a normal person, like just puts all their clothes together. Then if you're a little strange, you separate your coloreds and your whites like me. But then there's someone else who like has like 8 different piles. And Sterner's that guy.
Right. He probably only does socks.
Yeah. Or he just washes his clothes. He only has 2 pairs of clothes and he washes them on a rock in his backyard. But everything this guy does is weird. I promise you.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Devesh, I appreciate you trying to use the American vernacular to make a joke, but I don't think he said Devesh says Sevon's willing to become airtight for them. No, that doesn't work. That makes me want to throw up. But but you know what? I'm going to give you a pass on that because you're trying. Okay, sorry. Fucking.
And I am really enjoying too Mertens being able to capitalize on who he is. He deserves all the flowers from the community. What a stud.
Hey, you want to talk about something crazy? Like truly just fucking crazy. Do you think I think people are able to work away their retardedness?
I think he has for sure, dude.
And what about Carrie Pierce too? She doesn't tick anymore either. Like Colton's like he's changing his like DNA. Like 5 years ago when he was on the show, something was off with him. Now he's like normal. Or we recalibrated and we just think he's normal. He's like almost normal.
I think
even his hair looks softer. He seems different.
It does. It does. I think both of those things were moving together in parallel and they converge, right? We are lifting him up on the pedestal that he deserves because he's just such a good dude and so fit. And then he's working himself out. So
do you think he's going through some like truly genetic or like do you think that there's like truly like some like like shit healing in him? Like I've witnessed that. There's people like with autism and then they work themselves out of their autism. I'm trying to think of that famous lady's name, but she couldn't talk and then someone gave her a typewriter and she taught herself how to talk. Like, do you think Colton's like through all the hard work and exercise, he's going through some sort of genetic mutation?
Maybe. I think it's more so that he's been very successful the last few years. And on top of that, he's got a great personality that people have really liked. And that's forced him into situations outside of his comfort zone socially that he probably hasn't been in. And we're actually seeing him seize those opportunities and really capitalize on it. And I think growing that part of either his brain or his personality, and it's making people like him even more. And then they're wanting more of his time, and we're seeing more of him. And the circle, it's like this flywheel is spinning for him. So I think it's really cool.
It would be, and no sign of douchebag yet.
I don't think he's got an ounce of douchebag. I think that
even the coolest dudes end up turning into douchebags though with success. I'm telling you.
Rich Froning?
He had some moments. I think he had some moments. I think he was getting high on his own supply for a minute.
You think so? When?
Slightly after like 2015. 2015. I think he was getting a little high on his own supply.
Damn, that's hard news to hear for those people.
These people start to think that they become bigger than Cross. Listen, I don't want to disparage Froning. I fucking love him. He's fucking great. I would like to drink the sweat off his back, but yeah, I think yeah. Oh shit, I lost you. Hold on. Hello? Hi. Hello?
Hey.
Testing.
Yeah, and lastly before I go, I mean, I'd love to talk to you all day, but I've been listening to the podcast for about 18 months now, and to see the maturation of everyone on the channel, and again, all the personalities, growing. It's really cool to see what you all have done, and I really think have helped calibrate this whole ecosystem in the right direction. At least have some voice of reason when it was really needed the most. And if CrossFit, or when it does sell, they should be kicking you some residuals back on that, because I think you've helped bring some popularity and true like dollar value back to them being able to sell this thing. So congratulations, and thank you for what you do.
Oh, thanks. You should never brag while people are giving you compliments, but I don't follow that rule. There's definitely top 5. No one even close. Top 5 has contributed as much as me. I'd give maybe 3 or 4 people as much as I've contributed. I never fucking got a cut of the sale when the company was sold. I got a fucking unemployment check. I got fired by fucking Eric Rosa, that fucking duplicitous piece of shit, and Andrew Weinstein, those fucking woke fucking racist fucks. And I, on top of that, I was the one who actually brokered the sale. I brought Rosa together with Greg using David Woods, and I should have at least, if nothing, I should have been given fucking at least $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, and nothing. And there's not a bitter bone in my body. I'm just a fucking humble monk, raging like a fucking party animal that I am. Thank you.
Well, I think those
and
people,
Melissa, if you weren't so hot, thank you. Go ahead.
I think what they gave you instead of money is something much better, and that was this gift of forcing you to now create your own thing, even if you were probably going to do it anyway. And you have true freedom now, and your own brand that you're building, which is much more powerful than getting any cut of their sale or anything like that. So
well
good job,
said.
man.
Thank you. All right.
Later.
Thank you, buddy. Love you. I'm just a squirrel, lonely squirrel out here, trying to get my nut. That's it. Just a lonely squirrel.
My name is Matthew Fraser.
Yes, you are Matthew Fraser, the greatest to ever do it.
My name is Matthew Fraser, 5-time CrossFit Games champion and founder of HWPO Training. A little over a year ago, I sustained a ACL injury, had a full reconstruction.
And Suji, I love you guys. You guys have been a fantastic partner for 3 days. Contact Jay Vera and have him make a new commercial. Send him out to film with Fraser. This shot right here when he's on the fucking bike, it looks we can fix this. We can fix this. I want to use your device. I'm excited about the flossing thing. Like, I'm behind it. Ben Smith just said it works. Fucking Josh uses it. You got the Froning. But this
My name is Matthew Fraser.
Even that framing of that shot. I know what you're trying to do, but we can fix that. Caller, hi.
Hello. Hey, Sivan. I don't know if you saw this, but there was an enhanced games.
Yes, I had the founder and owner of the enhanced games on this podcast. Did you know that?
Oh shit! Sorry, no, I just tuned in live just now.
That's okay. No, not today. But I mean, like a year ago or 2 years ago. I should get him back on.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't. I knew that you had always talked about like, hey, there should just be steroid fucking sports. Like, take everything you want, see how good you get.
Yeah.
So I saw that there was a swim meet this past weekend, I think it was. That was part of the enhanced games, and the guy broke 2 of the world records. And obviously, it's unofficial, but
isn't that crazy? The fastest, he swam the fastest 100 yards ever or some shit.
But yeah, 50 meters.
50. Oh, it's 50 meters. I'm going to Instagram. I don't know why we can't get this guy back on Instagram. I think we tried to get him back on. I think he went on Rogan, and then after that, we couldn't get him back on. Enhanced. I believe Ben when he says he didn't do the juicy.
Yeah, me too. I don't think a lot of these people did. I have a hard time believing Tia would have and people like that.
How about Noah or Will Morad?
Yeah, neither.
No,
I don't think either of them did.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Good. I like that balance. What if I told you, you cavalier fuck, getting on here just fucking cocksure of yourself? What if I told you I'm going to give you $1 million, but you have to choose whether Noah was ever on the juice at the CrossFit Games. If you are right, you get the $1 million. If you're wrong, you don't. What do you choose?
Yeah, I genuinely, truly would say no.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Fuck
I
it.
really don't think he did. Yeah.
You schooled me twice in a row. All right. I'm just a humble monk. I can take a schooling.
Well, I mean, so wait, so you think he did?
If I had to bet a fucking $1 million and go one way or another, yeah. But also people have sent me photos of just all sorts of weird shit about him and like little cuts on his titties and shit where diastasis or metastasis or fat tissues have been removed. And I've seen needle marks on Tia's stomach that Hiller's posted. And like, fuck, I don't think any of them would do I don't think any of them have been on the juice either. But all of a sudden when I play that $1 million game, they're all juiced up. And the only one that I would say that wasn't juiced is Ben Smith and maybe like Graham Holmberg, and everyone else has been on the sauce. Everyone. And hey, here's another weird thing. These fucking idiots who are just like, hey, it's just marijuana. It's just marijuana. It's just marijuana. Like, fuck those people too. Because I saw a dude one time take a shitload of fucking Vicodin before a workout. And I go, why are you doing that? He goes, no pain. You feel nothing. You can just push through it all. And it's like, oh. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? Just fucking take 2 Vicodin before you do Fran.
It's a slippery slope too, but if weed does have some kind of effect like that, you could. I mean, that almost says like caffeine in a way is performance enhancing.
Sure. Yep. I agree.
And so I don't.
Okay, so you're saying just let it slide, like let some performance enhancing slide. I guess I'm cool with that too.
But what Tommy Hackenbrook said, like way back in the day, I still think applies, and this is why I don't think Noah.
I lost you. You don't wait. Hold on, I lost you. You don't think what? You don't think Noah what? Hello?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, there you're back. Okay, you don't think Noah what?
So it's based on what Tommy Hackenbrook said. The talent pool is really big for CrossFit, and then these dudes who are at the top 1%, like. We've never seen athletes do this ever, like in any sport, where their entire sport is actually exercising. So they get crazy bodies. It's like football players, they'll be out playing football and they'll do like 1 strength and conditioning session a day. But these guys are doing
I'm with you. Noah's natural. Yep, I agree. And hey, and you know where
the bodies.
Yep. Fuck Hiller. You know what? And and you know what? And the real place you see it is with the women. The women really take the brunt of it because they're not juiced. And they just take the brunt of it because we've never seen women do what these women are doing. Yep, you're right. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, dude, the female body just has never come close. Well, and one last thing, just the enhanced games, these swimmers, dude, they look awesome. They are ginormous.
Oh,
if you've never seen swimmers look like this, it's so cool.
Because Phelps did look like a pussy.
Most swimmers look like big pussies.
Yeah, Phelps looked like a
But this is not that, dude. These guys look like fucking G.I. Joes. Like, this is nuts. So I'm all for the enhanced games. I want to see how far people can take it.
Are you driving?
Yeah, I drive a lot for work.
That's my dream come true, that this show was supposed to be for people who are driving. I wanted it to be like Joe Rogan and Howard Stern for people who drive in their cars.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it is for me. Like on the weekends, I don't listen to any of the shows, but then I catch up during the day. I drive a ton for work.
Oh yeah, I fucking love that. That's my whole goal. I just want people to be. And you know what I do now? I got this really nice. Do you have one of those magnet things that sticks to your windshield and you can just stick your phone on it?
No, I don't, man. My right arm is my.
Dude, you got to get one of those. It's a fucking game changer. It's this thing. What phone do you have? You have the one with the magnet on the back, the iPhone 16?
No, it's a Google phone.
Oh, does it have the magnet like the iPhones?
I don't think so, but I'm sure there's a way to magnetic, adhere this to something.
every time I get in the fucking car, I have this thing that sticks to my windshield, and then there's an arm that comes out. And every time I get in my, like all the Indian Uber drivers have it, and probably all Indian people have it. You're probably born and you get like a bag of rice in one of these things if you're Indian. You stick this thing on your windshield, and then you put your phone on it, and I do everything from there. I text while I drive. I watch Fox YouTube videos. I search around for like obscure fucking CrossFit podcasts, like Clydesdale Media, like, and it's just because my kids are listening to their own shit in the car, and so I just and I put the speakers on in the back of the minivan. It's so nice, dude. How could you be a driver and not have your phone up on your windshield? It's so nice.
Boy, so is it more? You feel like it's more safe?
It's more safe, but also more dangerous.
Easier to, like,
it's more safe because it's right there and you can drive and look at your phone at the same time. It's more dangerous because you fucking aren't driving anymore. You're just looking at your phone.
Well, yeah, dude, that's 100% me. It's not good. Like, I'll go stretches of road and be like, fuck, I don't remember getting that past 5 miles.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
All right, well, anyways, have a great one. Enhanced games, man. Let's take it to the moon.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Peace. Hey, I don't know why. Oh, damn, where is it? I don't know why, but this squat when people squat like this, it just cracks me up. God, there's so much wrong with that squat. Is she pregnant? Or that's just like the 6-foot-tall woman squat. And look at those things those lights they have on the roof in their garage. Oh, maybe she just had a baby. Is that a baby in the back? That squat is hilarious. But then look at the shoes she's wearing. Those are like the shoes my dad would fucking wear. And she's got 1 foot on the mat and 1 foot off like halfway on the mat. There's a dude doing pull-ups with a backpack on. This photo is crazy. And you would never see my push-ups like that. Like, are those your scapula sticking up? Mine don't. Mine would never do that. I'm so fucking tight. Boom. Yeah, this is a great photo. What is up with that? Like, is that just the tall person squat? Yeah, the New Balance shoes and shit. Oh God. Crazy photo. It's so funny. It's at some, like, I don't know why, but I just think she's going to injure herself. She needs to go back to the basics. I could never. And look, she has one of those things on her phone where you can hold your phone with your finger. Those things are silly. Like the mat, that someone's going to trip on that mat. See how it's like rolled up behind her. That's one of those people. It's like how you do anything is how you do everything. Oh, you guys want to see this video? There's some funny shit in here. I bet. I haven't seen this.
The Murph Challenge. Shout out to Mike Murphy for creating this challenge.
I push my fingers into my...
That guy said, shout out to Mike Murphy for creating this.
Times, it's the only thing that slowly stops the ache.
Hey, those first spots he showed were good, though. I don't know why Hiller showed those first ones. Those first ones were deep.
But it's made of all the things I have to take.
Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'd rather be doing push-ups down. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. There's complete push-ups, right? From top to bottom to top. You know, your thumbs touch your titties. Okay. Then there's push-ups that are just low on the bottom. Those are the second best. And then the worst ones are just the ones at the top. I'm declaring that right now. In the hierarchy of push-ups, there's the full range of motion. And then this thing, any arch back shit is just faggotry. Like, get the fuck out of here. I hate that shit. One of my kids does burpees like that. I hate the games athletes that do that too. Like the snake up. It's like a girl burpee. I hate all that shit. It's just gross movement.
Murphy for creating this challenge.
I push my
Shout out to Michael Murphy for creating this challenge. I understand how you make that mistake, but he still needs to be bitch slapped. Like this side, like that guy. Not even like we're upset at him. Just like you know, like sometimes like you just have to be just fucking rattled. That dude needs to be rattled. Dick should not touch the dirt. So you like it just to butt up a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Most people don't do push-ups correctly. They just don't have the body weight strength. Man. Kevin, with the decline in affiliates, you lose the power of coach explaining the hero wad and reading the obit. Oh, man. I feel sorry for you who's calling in right now. You are about to get the fucking smackdown. Hello? I'm so sorry.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very sorry what I have to tell you.
Why? What are you sorry about?
Brother, your country is... What the fuck is going on in the UK?
Tell me what you've heard. Tell me what Instagram's told you's happened. Tell me.
Okay. Well, you ready?
Yep.
There's a trial going on this week of a man that your cops tasered who is 92 years old.
He was 82 years old. What did he do to deserve it?
A police officer tasered a 92-year-old amputee. He only had one leg. He was 92. He was sitting.
What did he do?
He threatened to stab a home staff care person, but he was alone in his room when the cops went in there. And it was a woman who tased him. A woman. Now, we're idiots, too. We let women be cops, too, in this country. Complete stupidity.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. But listen,
on his behalf,
the police were
threatened to kill someone, should he?
the police were in his room for only 83 seconds. He had one leg. He was 92 years old, and he was in a wheelchair. You should see the butter knife he had. It is the smallest knife. Like I would fight that dude holding my dick, and he could have that butter knife, and I would fuck his shit up. I'd knock out a tooth or something. Anyway, how are you? How are you? You're the you may. Yeah. How is the United Muslim Brotherhood doing over in the UK? Talk to me.
I wouldn't know, actually. I haven't been for a while. I'm outside of it, so I hear it's quite good. But yeah, actually, I went to Liverpool last weekend.
That's going to be the last stronghold.
Well, some pillock drove through a crowd of supporters in a car yesterday. Tried taking some out, but it was funny, actually. You should Google it and have a look at the news. The city labelled him as a white British man to stop speculation about it being a Muslim person.
Oh, but was it a white guy?
This car went through a crowd, basically, and knocked over a few people. And within probably 2 hours on the news, the police had come out and wanted everyone to know that it was a white man in his 50s or something, just so that everyone stopped speculating. And they never, ever, ever do that, ever.
Yes, the Guardian, a 53-year-old white British man.
Yeah. To stop speculation, apparently. But when it's the other way around, of course, it's protected identity, and they don't tell anyone for fucking months. So yeah, that was quite interesting, I thought, yesterday. But no, on my little island, we got the Manx TT starting today. So
I didn't even realize this was you, Jake.
Yeah, the guy on that little island that you've got a show on your channel.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize this was you. Yeah, it does start today. Hey, do you just fucking jerk off now for 3 weeks? How many weeks long is it? 2 weeks?
Well, 52 weeks. 2 weeks. So practice week this week. So they get a chance to sort of drive the course. The roads close in the evenings and they have a go. And then Saturday, the actual races actually start. So that's when they go in full pelt, and the island basically shuts down for a week. But yeah, pretty fun.
I'm sorry. Will you hold on for a second, Jake? Hold on 1 second. Mike McCaskey. Oh my God. Disseldinger. Oh my God. Listen, they all sound like just homosexuals to me over the pond. I don't distinguish between Jake and the other homosexuals. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Fuck you. Okay, sorry.
Mike's my biggest fan. So
Okay.
I can see why he's defending me.
Okay, let's go.
But
hey,
yeah,
tell me about the
race is
warm up. Tell me about the warm up, Jake. So, what happens to the island? It's the main thoroughfare. It's the only thoroughfare, right? It's like Hawaii. You just have this one road,
Yeah.
basically, that goes around the island, and then one that cuts through, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's called the mountain course. So there's other courses on the island that they use when they shut down. But yeah, this is the one. It's 32 miles around the course, and it takes them about, I think the record's like 14 and a half minutes. And the top speed last year was 208 mile an hour on the straight on two wheels. Bearing in mind that's on like country roads. The roads are pretty good surface wise, but it's like massive flint walls from 1,000 years ago around the island. So it's pretty cool spectacle to watch. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Hey, Jake,
pretty good.
I was watching some documentaries on it a couple days ago, and it was a documentary about the 130 Club, the guy, the first guy who averaged 130 miles per hour, and now there's a guy who's done like 137, I think.
Yeah. Every year it sort of creeps up a little bit.
And
I was talking to Greg about this because he was talking about golfers and about like their S&C training, and he was on an aeroplane with a load of golfers, and he didn't know what sport they were in. And he was asking about their strength work, and like he said that they sounded like Navy SEALs, like their camaraderie and the banter and the way they were taking the piss out of each other, covered in tattoos and that and the other. And he asked them about it, and it ended up they were like a professional golf tour. But yeah, so I was talking to him about it, and basically what it does every sort of 5 or 6 years, it flips between whether the machinery and the bikes have to improve, or the actual riders have to get fitter and stronger.
Right.
And at the moment, it's at the point where the actual riders are having to increase their work capacity and their strength so that they can get the speed. And it's like every year it notches up the average speed of the course. It goes up by like point something mile an hour. It's minimal in it, but the amount of corners they have and the kind of the course itself, it's ridiculous how fast they can get round it. Like when you do it in your car, it's like 3 times. You could really bomb it round, and it would take 3 times the length. But yeah, it's all good. It's all fun. But I'll try and get a show live on it. I'll try and find a spot with good coverage. I'll try and get some video and whatnot about it and send it.
Yeah, I wonder if you could just pull up a lawn chair on the course and just stream from your phone and do a half hour show. Wouldn't that be fun? And the bikes are just like, wrong,
yeah, my parents. Yeah, it's quite literally. My parents live on the course, so they're like their house. You go out their front door and it's on the course. I can do that from there. So I probably have Wi-Fi as well.
Oh, that would be insane, dude.
Yeah. Secondly, I had Taylor on the show a couple of days ago on Sunday.
Oh, Mr. Self, how was that?
Yeah, what a gent he is.
Oh, you did enjoy him.
Early in the morning. Yeah. You know what? I was saying this to a couple of the guys. It's really nice when it's maybe not as sort of entertaining as like Kill Taylor and whatnot, but when he sits down and he talks about CrossFit programming, the community, his thoughts on everything, it's really genuine, and it's so nice to hear his passion for everything. It's really nice. So yeah, if anyone hasn't watched that show, go back and watch it.
What day is it? I'm looking for it on the upper not upper pressing for dummies. Eli
Sunday.
Crane. No, I don't see it.
Sunday morning.
Was that the 19th?
That's right. Well, yeah, morning your time. No, literally like 3 days ago. So 25th. Yeah.
By the way, let me say this really quick. If you can go live. Oh, I see it. You can go live. Even if we are live, dude, I don't see it. What the fuck? How come I don't see it on here?
Yeah.
Your show on here.
I should be there.
Bill Taylor was on Saturday. You're saying it was?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we day after. All good though. I got one last thing I wanted to ask you about.
By the way, okay, let me just say this really quick. If someone else, I see it. If someone else is live while you want to go with the Isle of Man TT, just go live. I think we can have 2 streams going at the same time. Don't be afraid to go live. Even if I'm live or someone else is live, try to just go live also. It doesn't matter, I don't think.
Cool. All right, then. I'll do that.
That would be funny if you accidentally,
sounds
though, if we were streaming Syndicate and then you went live and somehow fucked it up and pulled down the Syndicate stream. That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I won't do it when you're on.
Okay, so you like Taylor.
Taylor's fucking awesome. He's a gent. I hope people can look past the fun side of it sometimes and see that he's actually someone that CrossFit community fucking needs in it for education and for moving the thing forward. But yeah, what was I going to say? Enhanced games. I was going to call up and talk to you about that, but the dickhead that called in a minute ago beat me to it. But what I wanted to ask about that was, hey,
stole your thunder. He stole your thunder.
Yeah, he sort of stole my thunder. Yeah, well, kind of. He didn't make a very good point there. What I was going to ask was a couple of things with it. So the guy that actually got the new world record, he had only been, I think he was on a 6-month cycle of gear. So he was only on it for 6 months leading up to it. And it was optimizing apparently, whether or not you believe that or not. A couple of things with that. Firstly, he was 7th in the world going up in before that. So he's gone from 7th and now he's got a fucking world record. What that sort of tells me is that the guy that would beat, well, when you see the muscle mass on him, I don't know. But in terms of like performance-wise, he's gone from 7th in the world to getting a world record. Part of me thinks that kind of demonstrates the fact that the guys that were beating him aren't on gear. Because if they were, why would, and if he got to 7th, maybe clean, that's the only other option it is. It's either none of them are on it or they're all on it except him. So it kind of makes sense to me that it kind of clears up others.
Oh shit, this guy is huge.
Yeah, he's fucking jacked. Like, and the thing is, his technique is dog shit. He's just slapping the water. And my wife watched it and went, that is shit. But I was like, he got a world record. It's just the amount of fucking power that he got from being on the gear. It kind of makes me think that the guys that were beating him beforehand, surely if they were on gear as well, obviously it depends on what they were on, it kind of makes sense that they might be clean after all, the top elite. But the other thing, so apply this to CrossFit, I'm thinking what we can do is we can get someone that's, you know, pretty, you know, on the bubble that's like, say a Taylor, someone that's near enough qualifying for the games, and just fucking gear them up. And Greg, or whoever's in charge, can invite them to the games and they just have a lane of their own. You know, like, who was it at the games in COVID when they had a lane out over the other side? Just have a gear lane and just see how well they do compared to everyone.
A gear lane.
Yeah.
Hey, why did this? I don't get why. How is there so much? Oh, yeah, that Indian guy was on the show. God, he was a rough guest. Hey, why is the prize? Yeah, why is who paid this $1 million? Why did the guy get $1 million for breaking the world record? I don't get it.
So they're hosting the actual enhanced games next year in Las Vegas in 26. I think it's like August, September time next year. And they're actually hosting it, and it looks like they're having weightlifting, swimming, athletics, the track and field. It looks like they're going to host quite a lot of sports. But in the build up to that, they put this prize purse around saying, if you want to try and get a world record, we'll fund it and we'll, you know, optimize everything for you. And then if you do beat it, you get a prize purse of $1 million per record that you get. So I think there was a hedge fund involved. I think there was a hedge fund investment group involved. I think when he was on your show, I think he said there was people coming on to invest in it at the time, because you had him on probably well over a year now, wasn't it? That was a little while ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said something on those lines. But
hey,
all good. Anyway,
can you imagine, Jake, the amount of fucking that's going to take place in the athlete camp at the enhanced games?
Oh, in the
I mean, it is just going to be a jizz fest, dude.
Yeah, it'd be a bit like prison, though. I think if it's just men only, it just end up like jail rules. Just this whole fucking human centipede going on.
Yeah, I mean, it is gonna be a lot.
Yeah. Well, they'll all be sterile, so it won't matter, will it? Nothing will happen.
I don't know. I think some of these juice hounds can still have kids.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wouldn't know about that. So maybe ask some of the viewers. Some of them are on it, so they might know. Anyway, I've got to go and coach, Debbie. I'll let you get back to your show. But thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime, buddy.
See ya.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye. All right, Jake Chapman from the Base Show. Wow, that was nice. Nice special guest. I knew it was him all along. Ben Smith flosses. He would love to. Oh, what were we doing? Let's go back to this commercial here.
My name is Matthew Fraser, 5-time CrossFit Games champion and founder of HWPO Training. A little over a year ago, I sustained a ACL injury, had a full reconstruction. I was lucky enough to meet Suji so that I could have the benefits of a BFR and all that recovery in my rehab at home. You're able to cut down on the load and get the same, perceived exertion in the body.
So he says he got an ACL and then something about a BFR, like Suji, we got to that's all over everyone's head. But the one good thing that's in there that you can use less weight, but confuse your muscle so it thinks it's getting the perceived exertion. And even Ben Smith said that worked. That's the part we need to focus in on. I don't care about any of the other shit. The injury shit's interesting because then you're telling people who have had injuries that they can still use the device. Ben said that it's dangerous, but the Suji's not dangerous, obviously, because it measures it for you, so you don't get that accidentally floss too tight. But we need to work on this. O'Keefe is the one peddling that crap. I think it actually works. I want to try it. I think it actually works. Anyway, someone buy it and tell me if it works. Suji, code 7on15. Ben says it works. I would see like I said, I would see Josh over the years always flossing. Using it now for PT for Achilles tear. See, there you go. Yeah, so it would be perfect for that, right? Because you get the same perceived exertion without putting the strain on the Achilles. Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to buy Suji. Yeah, tell me, will you tell me how it works? Very curious. Oh, you know who I thought you were? Do you have 2 accounts? I thought you were the unknowable. That's so weird. Going to PT now. All right, cool. Yeah, use 7 code 15 and use that QR code. Hook a brother up. BFR, blood flow restriction. Yeah, he shouldn't be using that term. He should just say that. Like whoever made that video, Susan, will you sell those guys on a package that we'll make them a video? We'll send Jay out there to fucking make them something that's really good. It's a good product. They deserve a good commercial. It does work. I did it at PT. People used it to do it with bands. Yeah, used to do it with bands. Yeah, that's what Josh used to do. BFR devices let the appropriate amount of blood out. Yeah, I think that's the thanks, Will. I think that's important. I watched a tutorial on it, and you put that band on you, and then you have an app, and you can adjust, I think, the pressure that you want. But when I used to see Josh do it, and he would wrap the floss around him, God, I have nice forearms. When he would wrap the floss around his thigh, that thing would fucking pop. Looked like it was going to pop. It didn't pop, but it looked like it was going to pop. I couldn't believe how crazy his quad looked. I would definitely want some device telling me and not just fucking eyeballing it with some fucking rubber band I'm putting on my leg. So I don't think, Jonathan, I think that there's a restriction and then a flooding. I think it's like a back and forth. Fuck, what do I know? We need to get an expert on here. But I'm telling you, Josh was using it before they had this device. And now we got 2 people in the chat who I didn't pay, who I should be paying, saying that they use it and it works. Suji, code 7on15. And then Suza, we need to make them a better commercial where they don't use words like BFR. Acronyms. Getting some images from Syndicate. Oh, what the fuck? Someone is telling me that there's not a workout of the day on CrossFit.com today. Is that true? Hey. Hey.
Hey, dude.
What's up, dude?
Those Voodoo Floss wraps are amazing. I used them before Murph. Yes. And I got some tight joints, tight hips, and those things get the blood flowing.
Oh, good. Okay.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
So I think this
Speaking of which,
I think that Suji is the exact same thing.
it's the same thing, but it's like the advanced version. For example, you know the cupping? I don't know if you ever done cupping?
Yeah, I cut my kids probably at least twice a month.
Yeah, so you can get, I don't know what set you have, but you can get a set for
cheap,
$50 on Amazon.
Cheap. I got like a $13 set. Yeah, it's so cheap.
Yeah, but then if you look at who was it? What athlete? I want to say it was Gracie Walton. She had a video recently where she had some company, and it's like kind of electronic. You know, you put it on or whatever, and like there's like a control thing, and it was like $700, and I was like, holy shit! So that's basically what the sushi or whatever the hell that's called is, just an advanced version of it.
How come there's no workout today on .com?
There isn't? Doesn't say like rest day or?
Nope. It just says Monday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't
Someone
know.
needs to be fired.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened. That is fucking crazy. What a
no way.
What a shit show. I'm on a thread with all the old fired employees. I'm sending a picture to them right now. What the fuck? I don't.
Wait, that's never happened before.
It's Tuesday. I know it's Tuesday, but you can't go to Tuesday. See how it's not highlighted? You can go back to Sunday, but you can't go to Tuesday. I got the email. I got the email for the workout. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I know. I know it's Tuesday. Thank you. They posted up what was Dan Guerrero. They posted up what it was though, which is weird. What? They post. Shut the fuck up. Learn English, motherfucker.
Hey, he's a Spaniard. Give him a break.
He's a fucking meth head. Skeletor looking motherfucker.
He looks like one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
He's like a Mexican skeleton.
What's this not doing Murph thing, man? Come on, let's talk about it.
Who?
Why would you not do Murph? You.
Oh God, dude. Why would you do Murph? Tell me why you would do Murph. You're the same fucking guy who probably thinks you're obligated to put away your shopping cart. I do what I fucking want to do.
Listen.
I'm listening.
You love America, right?
America first.
Mm-hmm. You love Trump.
Trump 2028.
The red, white, and blue. You appreciate those who've given the ultimate price, right?
Yep. Great guess. Beef chips. Raw. What's the beef chip company that I like? Underground beef chips.
High Ground.
High Ground beef chips. High Ground? Yep. Made by made with true Navy SEAL sweat.
So you love all that. Why would you not want to commemorate, celebrate, pay tribute to somebody like Murph?
Hey, dude, I would if it was convenient for me. But yesterday, let me tell you what I did instead. I made the ultimate sacrifice by doing a podcast and then walking my kids to a place that sold margaritas on the beach. And then I walked back and then I hung out with my dad all day. And I enjoyed the freedoms that those guys. Why do you feel obligated? Why do you think it's a good idea to do it?
It's not that it's a good idea. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a veteran and it just hits closer to home. Having lost friends of my own, then I'm like, it's kind of like an it's just like it feels like the right thing to do. You know, like yeah, I knew a few people who didn't do Murph, but they did some other kind of hero workout.
You want me to be honest with you? I don't know how to think of the dead dudes.
What do you mean you don't know how to think of the dead dude?
I don't know how to think of the dead guys. Like, I like if I say, "Hey, I'm thankful someone died so that I can have these freedoms and enjoy the pleasures that America has for my kids," but there's no, they're just words to me. There's no, like if I told you about my vegetable garden, I have feeling behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Do you have any service members you've lost, or anyone who served that has lost that you personally knew?
I only had no. The only there's only 2 or 3. There may be like 2 or 3 people that that I've been really close with in my life who are service people. Obviously, Dave being one of them. This kid I grew up with. This guy I grew up with. He was part of my life for like 10 years when I was a kid, from maybe when I was 5 to when I was 15. He was in Vietnam. He played a pretty big role in my life. He got shot down in a B-52 bomber over Vietnam. He kind of, but other than that, not really. I don't know anyone who died. No, can't even think of it.
You don't feel any obligation towards that friend to maybe commemorate him in some sort of way and just honor his legacy or what he was fighting for? I guess that's where I'm at. It's like
no.
I
would do it.
commemorate.
I would do it, and my wife likes to do it. I think my wife said this is the 2nd year in a row she hasn't done Murph, and before then she had always done Murph on Memorial Day. But I don't. I'm not like attached to it at all.
Okay.
Like all these people are like, holy shit, that guy said, "Hey, thanks, Murph, for creating the workout." Like, I think that's funny, and some people are like offended by it, or people get offended when they call it the Murph instead of Murph. Like, I think all that shit's funny. I don't know. But don't get me wrong.
I think people can get too tied up into it.
All the mill guys I've ever known, I'm so happy to know them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're a great guy. Josh is a great guy. Dave is a great guy. Every mill guy I've ever been friends with, really enjoyed, and I'm thankful for the friendship, and I'm thankful for what they've done. I just don't have any feels about it.
That's cool. That makes sense.
But I like the work. The only reason why I didn't do the workout is it will fucking kill me. And I don't want to take the time to do it.
That's what I thought. That's what, when you said you weren't doing it, I'm like, he's just being, I think I texted, I was like, you're just being a bitch. But
whatever, yeah.
But I get it. I'm 40 years old. You're older. Murph is I feel like crap right now. Like, I get it. But yeah, I figured I'd ask why you didn't do it. Kind of put you on the spot, but I get it. I totally get it. That makes sense.
All right. Thank you for your service.
That makes sense.
Thank you for the for fighting and giving 4 years of your life to make California such a great place.
California. If I die in the line of duty, I expect you to do a workout for me. Okay.
Okay. Well, that would probably affect me too.
Good. I appreciate that. Also, the workout of the day is on .com. It's snatch, 5 sets of 2.
Oh, I don't see it.
You don't have to get anybody fired. At least not this time. Yeah, it says Tuesday, 25:05:27.
Oh,
snatch,
now it's up.
5
It's
sets of
up.
2.
It wasn't up a minute ago.
Oh, snap.
Oh, shit.
Maybe someone does need to be fired.
All right. That's a crazy photo that they have here. Oh, that doesn't work.
Is that a guy or a girl?
Shit, that read more link. Oh, there it goes. Where?
That chick needs to back squat a little bit more.
Yeah, what the fuck?
In the picture.
Look at those. Do you see where it says read more? Look at the pictures.
I see one picture above it. It's a chick and like 2 other people. The chick's in like the snap pulling position.
What about the person to the left of the chick? Is that a man or a woman?
Dude, I'm having trouble identifying anyone but the furthest girl away. Like, that's a chick, but everybody else is like, I don't know what we're looking at here. That's a DEI picture if I've ever seen one.
Did you see? I do not know what the fuck is going on at CrossFit. I do not know.
Nobody does.
They had those. I mean, they have the Road to the Games, which is absolutely fucking amazing. And then let me see if I can find it. But then they had those 3 ads that were just someone should be fired for. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those ads that
Yeah,
they would
those
like
were
to
bad.
sell the L1. Yeah, they had shit in there that
I
wasn't
felt
even.
embarrassed, secondhand embarrassment.
Yes. But there was one more thing that's pretty crazy. I don't know if I is it the games? Maybe it is the CrossFit Games Instagram. There's these 2 photos that I saw that I'm like, who's choosing this shit? Let me see if I can find them.
I feel like what happens at HQ right now is they have, let's say, a whiteboard with 10 to 15 objectives, things to do, and then breaks it down how to do them. And then they literally say, let's do the opposite of that. That's what it seems like is going on at HQ. All this good stuff, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to put this out. And then they're like, but we're going to do the opposite of all that. Seems like some self-sabotage type thing to purposely fail.
Yeah, there were these pictures that they used. Oh, I can't find them. Maybe they're gone. Maybe I'm on the wrong account. But there were these photos, and it was like, who are you trying to get? There was a community cup one and buy tickets for the games. And I'm like, hey, dude, those aren't the pictures that you need to use. Holy shit, Lauren Khalil made the TFX. Oh, isn't that the WTF girl? She did the broadcast for TFX too?
Who did the no, Chase and Chase and Lauren did the
and Angelo
broadcast, and Angelo.
They had the Australian chicks pictures up too. I went Lauren.
Oh yeah, she was there. Yeah, she was at the TFX interviewing people. She's
wow,
right.
that's
cool.
This picture is crazy. Is this Rebecca Fuselier here? This picture is fucking nuts.
Damn, I can't see it.
Borderline inappropriate.
I have to watch it back.
Damn, I can't find it.
Have you watched the doc? You guys are talking about the
Okay, I take it back. Your Instagram,
sorry,
I take it back, CrossFit. Your Instagram account looks fine. Never mind. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but there were these 2 photos I saw that I was like, what are they trying to do?
If you find it today, please let us know. Post about it.
Okay.
But you guys are talking about the enhanced games. I'm gonna have to check that out. Have you seen the documentary for the Hybricon games?
I started
Hunter
watching it. I
McIntyre.
really liked it. I started watching it. It's called They Crown the Fittest in the World, or the toughest. The
toughest athlete.
Yeah, I really liked the first. I watched like the first 10 minutes. I really liked it. Did you like it?
I loved it. I thought, like, with the right marketing, the right whatever push, they can make that pretty big, because I think one of the biggest things that hinders CrossFit Games, I should say, from being more popular. Most people aren't looking to do that high level gymnastics, snatching, clean and jerking. But you don't have to do that in the Hybricon Games. It's just like, there's CrossFit in there, but they also do high rock stuff. There's a crap ton of swimming. They're doing mountain runs. I think it's just more sellable, more marketable to the masses. So if they play their cards right, I can see that thing blowing up.
I
thought that was dope.
I googled toughest athlete alive documentary and it didn't pop up.
See, they're clearly not doing something right, because if they were, I would think that would take you to 15 searches of or results of the Hybricon Games or something. Does it show you a person? Does it tell you anybody? Because
no,
I think it was Emily Rethwell who won the female side, or maybe she was second place. She was top 3, and then there was Chad Muscarella, I think his name was. He was in the top 3 for the men. So it's like top level CrossFitters.
Yeah, how the fuck do you find this thing? I know that guy sent me a link to it. How do you find it? Or maybe Hunter sent me a link?
Jan Clark sent the What's Up chat a link.
Oh, it's called the Hybricon Games. Oh, that's why. That's why.
Yeah, he said that.
To the roots of human endurance. Patience and technique are the kindling. Perseverance is the spark.
Listen up. It's a 10-minute timer. It's a 2-part failure test. Your goal is to get an ember, and then your goal is to make a fire.
So this will be a challenge.
If I can make this thing bend, it will be a miracle.
Athletes ready? Go!
When you do not know how to start a
How
fire,
hard can that be? I'd win that shit.
You know, some people don't, and they, you know, what happens, what makes it hard is they just start going nuts, and you start seeing that, like, you know, like too fast, too hard, whereas the people who win it are like more controlled. So I think that's what makes that hard.
Come on, Jess. Come on, Jess. Come on, Jess.
All right, fuck. I need to watch this whole thing.
Dude, watch the whole thing. It's so freaking cool. It's dope.
And Rethwell wins it?
She's top 3. I don't remember if she actually is the winner, but she's definitely top 3. There's Lauren Stallwood, I want to say her name is. She does like a lot of like
yeah, those are the two
ads.
Those are the two super beavers from Invictus, the blonde and the Asian.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Asian
So they're
has
in like
the fake
the top
titties and the
3.
blonde doesn't. And I saw them at NorCal last year. They're nice.
She doesn't have them yet, but I bet you she will.
Actually, I didn't see Emily interact with anyone. Seems pretty serious. But the English girl was like chill as fuck. Cool.
Yeah, and then on the men's side, like I said, I know at least one of the guys is like a semifinals, maybe games athlete. So it's just pretty cool to see CrossFit works for everything, you know, especially something like that. So really cool doc.
All right, I'm stressed out to the max. I gotta go.
Why?
Because I gotta. I'm packing right now to tomorrow morning. I have to get up at like 3 a.m. and drive to San Francisco to go to Knoxville. And I have last night I spent 3 hours trying to figure out how I'm going to get all the gear to Knoxville. It's so much fucking gear. And I'm not used to like flying like this, like with like just regular humans and stuff.
That's why you have a Sousa.
I'm really weak.
I can take care of it.
He's coming with me. He's got his own fucking checklist of shit to bring. But this is gonna be really good for me. This is gonna be like camping. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to like sleep outside, or it's gonna like I'm gonna get way out of my comfort zone.
That's the spirit. I like
this
it.
sounds like a disaster in the making. Oh, you don't even know. Wait till you see.
No, you got this. You've done harder things.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you.
All right, dude.
Bye.
Peace.
I hope you guys do well and not fuck it up. Oh, listen. Here's the thing. I hope in the fucking it up we do it well. God, I hope we have fun. Really, that's all I care. I hope we have fun. I don't want to be the weak link. I don't want to like not done my part. That's all I care about. Yeah, that's all I care about. White people problems. No, it's not white people. No, it's that's the problem. I'm gonna have to fly with like the regular people, and like I'm gonna have to drive myself to the airport and just like shit like that. Like I'm gonna have to like check a bag in, and like someone's gonna weigh it, and I'm gonna give a fuck how much it weighs. Stuff like I usually just go and just like, here's my shit. Like I just know there's like weight limits and how many bags, and instead of like buying anything I want there, I'm gonna have to like make sure I bring all my shit. You don't understand. You don't understand how pampered and soft and weak I am. I'll make it. No, not Pelican cases. Not like that at all. A matter of fact, you know what's crazy? There's like today last night I took the Mavic 4 Mavic 3 Pro out of its hard case and I packed it into a soft case to make more room because normally I would just load shit up and I don't want to fucking talk about it. Stop acting like a bitch. Hey, listen. You're right. I need to. You're right. And I will. At some point I have to be like, okay, I'm not a bitch and I'll just do it. But since I'm just with friends right now, hanging out, just gonna act like a bitch for a little bit. But you're right. Tomorrow morning, You know what I'm gonna do? Bam. You know what I'm gonna do? Honestly, want to know what the fuck I'm gonna do? Normally, right now, I would take my kids to gymnastics and I would have a blast. Instead, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna finish packing all my shit. I'm gonna weigh my fucking luggage. And if it's over like the 100-pound weight or whatever you can take, I'm gonna start just taking shit out. I don't know what, but I'm gonna take shit out. Then I'm gonna go fill my tank up with gas, my car, and I'm gonna get 3 ghosts. Because in the morning, I know when I wake up at 3 in the morning to drive to the airport, if I have a ghost, I'll be like, fuck yeah. And I'll be able to take on over the world. So I appreciate you saying that. Stop being a bitch. Yeah, you're right. Stop indulging it. All right. No, fuck you. I'm a hard case guy. I'm a hard case. Sevon seems more like a soft case guy than I'm a hard case guy. I just can't I'm slumming it. I'm slumming it. Yeah. 50 pounds is the limit. After that, you pay. Yeah. And then there's a 70-pound limit. And then the question is there's a 100-pound limit I saw today too in the morning, or I woke up this morning, and for $200 you could put on a 100-pound bag. But part of me thinks like I'm going to get there. They're going to be like, not for this flight, sir. So I'm just tripping. I'd rather just not worry about it. Dude, I bring my espresso machine in a Pelican case. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, if there was no cost, like if basically I'm paying for all this shit. So if there was any budget or any money, I would have just FedExed everything or just been like, hey, I don't care. I would have just brought an assistant and brought like 10 extra bags and checked everything in. But this isn't like this. Like not like that at all. All right. Get your California peptides. If you don't want to be a pussy like me, take your peptides. Go to capeptides.com. Other than that, be stuck being a pussy. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.